What's up, comic book peeps? Detroit Madman's back, and check it out. Hey, Spidey's here. What's he doing here? Get him out of here. But check it out. I got a massive haul. I'm just gonna get into it because A1 had another 50% off sale. They called it Halloween Sale 2 this past weekend, and man, it was crazy. I got some eBay books, and you know what? Half-price books last weekend, actually all of last week, had a massive sale. They sent out, I think it was like 10 coupons to the mail list, and every single day you got 20, 30, 40, or 50% off at half-price books. So I took advantage of two 40% days and a 50% day. I got some amazing pickups. They actually got a 5 long box collection at my half-price books, so they let me dig in it a little bit and hooked it up. It was cool. Me and another guy that from the comic shops where they're digging, and I gave him. There was a bunch of Planet Hulk stuff in there, and I let him have it. So, but at any rate, check this out. I just picked this up tonight. I had a couple more books to go pick up out of my pull list, and I saw this in a video. It wasn't a comic haul video, but it was a video that the channel Comics Explained was talking about I think it was the origin or the first appearance of the zombie Marvel zombies or whatever it is. So I saw these books in this video, and these Ultimate books all came out when I wasn't collecting. I mean, that whole span of mid 90s to just late 2000s. I missed the whole Ultimate thing. I missed like all kinds of stuff that was going on during those times, but I thought it was pretty interesting in the video where he talked about these books being involved in the Marvel Zombies, because I recently got some Marvel Zombies books, and I remember seeing them over the years and thought the artwork was pretty cool. So I guess this is the first appearance book, and I'm not 100% on this type of ultra realism art in comics. Like, some of it's cool, but like the more I look at it, panel by panel, I find panels that I like. And then let me show you this, though. This is Ultimate Fantastic Four, issue 21, 22, and 23. I guess it's the crossover storyline. And from what I look up, all of these books on eBay have first appearance of the zombie. So, but this ultra realism, I like some of the panels. Some of the stuff I don't. I just don't like a lot of computer looking art. So I got to the back of this book, and I thought this was pretty cool. It's kind of like a 9/11 scene. And then I believe, so you see a zombie face there, I believe. That was like the first time I saw a zombie face in the book, and then maybe some zombie stuff here. And then that panel was cool, though, that last panel. So I was like, all right. So then I go to issue 22, and this thing's off the chain. I actually liked most of issue 22 here. And it finally has like Wolverine and the Avengers, some really cool artwork. And I like this book the most. I think the zombie stuff, even though I wasn't collecting at the time, like the current event stuff, I think I always looked at it when I would go to conventions and look for old books. Spider-Man's cool. I always kind of was attracted to what they were doing with the zombie stuff. I'd see it on covers or prints or whatever, and I thought it was kind of funny that they zombified the Marvel Universe or whatever. But so I think this book's really cool. I mean, if you guys, I don't know if anybody still likes the zombies or whatever out there, but to me it's pretty new. So I thought this was cool. And then in this book, there's more of it. It's pretty good. There's some great Wolverine panels. So if you definitely like it, I would say pick these up. I got these for $1.50 each. That's an amazing panel right there. At my comic shop, I mean, they were $3 each, marked, and then half off. So there's really good panels in here with the Hulk and Thing going at it. It's pretty awesome. Just an amazing panel right there. And then the whole world blows up. So I finished reading about midway through the first one, and then it was all onto pictures. I was just going for the pictures after that. So, and then the cover on this one they actually showed in the video, and I thought it was amazing. So I picked it up for my brother, and that's just a crazy cover. And inside it has some more zombie stuff. So this is like 10 issues later or 7 issues later or whatever. But I got that for the cover. So that was cool. And next I'll just show you the weekly pickups here. This is new stuff that I know this one actually came out last week, but I didn't make a trip down to the store I had it pulled at. So it's We Stand on Guard, issue number 5. I've been highly touting this book all for the last couple months. So if you're not reading it, definitely take a peek at it when you get to the shop next time. Rebels, another book I really like. And I believe this is up to number 7 now, or number 8. I think that's number 8. And then, again, here's another book I've always praised in the past videos. Cerro County, number 7. I love the cover. I love this cover. Just the colors on it. And it's just so cool. The interior artwork in this book is my favorite all year, I think. Next up, Batman 46. It's Looney Tunes variant. That's what they pulled for me, so that's what I got. I've been waiting a little while for this, so if you haven't read the Airboy storyline, definitely pick this up and take a look at it. Actually, pick up issue 1 if you're an adult. If you're under the age of 18, do not take my recommendation on this series because it is not for you. Picked up that book, The Goddamned Before the Flood, issue 1. I wasn't going to, but I made the mistake. I was trying to limit. I was trying to stay good. But I opened this book up and I saw some shit that made me want to read it, so pick that up. And then just for nostalgia, saw this G.I. Joe action figure Commando variant with snake eyes, so I said I gotta go ahead and pick that up. Just throw some more money away. Alright, and then I picked up 3 variant covers for the all-new Wolverine. This one cost me $8. It's a 1 in 25. This one cost me $6.99. And this is a 1 in 15. And this one cost me $7.99. And that's another 1 in 25. So those are the 3 covers I got for Wolverine. I like all these. Actually, there's a few more covers I like, but I have to, keep my eye on eBay for them because they're definitely not available in my area. So that was it for this week's pickups for new books. And so I had a little mini haul the day before yesterday, on Wednesday, where just hit a few books at Ken's when I was in there talking to him that I liked a lot. And I saw this in a video recently. And I've had familiarity with Alpha Flight, but I forgot all about this cover, so went ahead and picked it up. And I got it for $1, so that was a good deal, obviously. And that's Alpha Flight number 17, has the X-Men. And Wolverine's getting his ass handed to him on the cover. I guess that's Captain Canuck. I've been on the Carnage tip a little bit lately, filling holes, doing this Maximum Carnage run, and sometimes even buying multiples of issues that I liked. But I hit Spectacular Spider-Man over at Ken's and got these for $3. Issue 201 and 202, and I love those covers. Obviously this with Black Cat's awesome. And then 202 is just Venom and Carnage going at it, so pretty cool. Cheap additions to the collection. And this was a pickup today. I just, I check Amazing Spider-Man every shop I go into. And this book was put out within the last 2 days, and it was $3. It's slightly crunchy. It's got a little bit of issues down in the bottom right corner there, as you can see. But I'm stoked with it. I mean, this cover is bright. It fills a hole in the ASM run. It's like, I'll tell you what though, the first 10 or 12 pages of this comic are some of the most awful Spider-Man storyboard story/artwork there is. The second half of this book's okay, but the first, I got excited and I looked through it, and the first, 8 or 10 pages are just such garbage in this book. But it gets a little better from there, so definitely worth $3 to put in the collection. Alright, next up, another $3 book. And this is a duplicate for me, so this is going to be a gift, but I couldn't pass it up. It's a moderately crunchy, spine rolled Avengers 42. Obviously, it's got a little bit of water damage down there on the bottom. But $3, man. But does it get better? Crunchiness, Avengers crunchiness. I got this one for $1. It's issue 45. They had a $2 price tag on it. It was the 50% off sale. So jumped on that. This is a duplicate. I already have it. It's missing a little bit of the cover right here, but everything else is cool. So take that for $1. Somebody will be happy with that, whoever ends up with it. And then next up, this was a $3 book. This is issue 96 of the Fantastic Four. And the bags on these last couple were, when stuff's kind of crunchy at A1, they'll throw it in a big Golden Age size bag and board, and they don't fit in my box. So I took those 3 out and put them into silver. I actually had to kind of stuff them in because this one, all these kind of had a spine roll to them. So at any rate, this one looks great. It's a $3 comic. It was kind of rolled over. I put it through my gauntlet of fixing spine heavy books. So as you can see up here, I use the Gerbers, and I wedge the books through the bottom of there, and I fold them over the edge on my shelf right there. And then overnight, I can kind of take care of a little bit of a spine roll. And if I wait 2 or 3 days, I can flatten any book out with that method, it seems. So at any rate, good $3 book. All right, the rest of them will have the price tags on them, and you'll see exactly what I paid. This is a 50% off sale. All these books are A1. Love this book. This book just pops right out at you. This is going to be fantastic. $4.89. As you can see, $9 price tag, so I got that for $5. It was $9.90. And so that's a $5 book right there. Completely happy about that one. Every book I show now for the next 20 books or whatever are all off my list. So they filled holes. Next up, Fantastic Four 92. That's a $6 price tag on a really decent looking book. So that was a $3 cost on that one. And that is the Ben Grimm fight poster where he's ripping at it. And as you can see, it's decent. So definitely take that for $3. Love this cover. I haven't had it in my collection yet. I paid $5 for this, or just under $5. And it's got a little browning to the cover, which I don't care about at all. It's really pops, has a lot of color that's vibrant on the cover, and that's what I care about most when I look at it. And inside's a little tiny bit brittle. Has one pop staple on the bottom left, but hey, $5. Cross 88 off the list. Next up, Fantastic Four, issue number 56. And that cost me $2. Now, this has some issues, but you know what? I'll take the browning and the loose. Yeah, I think 1 or 2 of the staples are popped on this, but I'll take the loose cover and the browning on the cover for $2 all day. And that's the claw. Alright, next up, this cover is beautiful. I love this book. I actually thought I had it already, and I was getting a little bit confused with another issue where Galactus is on the cover. This has a bit of crunchy to it. It had some water damage, so it has a wave to it, but it didn't affect the color at all. It looks newsstand fresh, and it was a $3.50 pickup. So completely stoked about that. Check it out. Look at the artwork on this thing. I know it's a red. It's just one of those covers they did where it's primarily one color, but it still just pops out at you. It's amazing. And you can see how white and how tight that book is up at the top too. Corners sharp as can be. Lettering, everything that should be white is white. It's just so cool. Alright, next up, Fantastic Four 85. Remember this cover. I saw this recently in someone's video. But got that for $4. A little faded around the corner maybe. A little faded here a little bit, but just how I like them. Cheap and funky. Alright, hit a little bronze in the Thor run. My Thor collection is coming together nicely. I'm telling you, when I'm going through 30, 40 books in a stack, and I only need like 2 or 3 of them off of my list for the Silver Age stuff, and then I'll move down to bronze, because I want to try to get up to, like, I might go all the way to 300 on Thor, from like as low as I can get, and then when he got into his own title to 300 or something like that. So we'll see. But the bronze stuff, definitely. This is one of those framed covers, and I've been seeing a lot of people pick these up lately, and I've been digging them. I mean, totally loving these early bronze 20 centers. So that one cost me $2, issue 195. Next up, 196. That was another $2 pickup. And I love when they break through the frame too. It's white frame. This guy's coming off the top, and if you notice in the thumbnails for my videos, I do that a lot. It's part of the style that I really like, is putting kind of a 3D feel in front of letters. I've always done thumbnails that way for my videos, so dig that one. 196. Picked up 199. Complete super action scene. Another framed in cover. I got that one for $4. And then this one was probably the highest grade bronze that I picked up that day. It does have a bit of color on the top from the printing process, but outside of that, I paid $3 for this, and it is just a gorgeous book. I love the red and yellow. It actually has a funny little 20-cent circle up at the top, compared to the box look. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And then the cover is awesome as well, so that wasn't bad for $3. Probably one of the better deals I got. And this one I picked up for $3.75. Early bronze, issue 167. Loki cover. Always love that. Next up, picked up a couple of Thor books that featured Doctor Doom, and they're in beautiful condition. These were $5 pickups. This one, like I said, a lot of the times some of these books look like they could come right off the stand new, and I don't know how, 45, 50 years of this being here, and something can look so good. It's just amazing. And then through all this time it cost me $5, so love this cover. You got Doom, classic pose on the cover there, so that was really cool. Had this one on my list for a while. It's issue 145. Just a crazy looking pencils, just, you gotta love the way this stuff was drawn. Thor has grown on me so much. There's so much detail and so much awesomeness inside of these Thor books. Even on the cover, the splash pages, Thor has so many full page fight scenes, and the shots of Asgard and everything. I've really come to appreciate that more than I did when I was a kid, so it's awesome. 145, that one cost me $4. And then you saw this book in my last video. I picked this one up at Comic-Con last week, and then I was kind of disappointed because I really loved the cover on it, but it had those pencil marks, somebody drew in the white, and they actually had 2 copies of this when I went to the sale, so I picked one of these up for $5, and this was the better of the 2, and it's not bad. It's a definite upgrade from the book I picked up last week, so somebody's going to get that. Someone will get a nice hand-me-down on the other one. And then here's that second Doom book I was telling you about. It's issue 183. Another really phenomenal looking, colorful early bronze book. You can see the colors really pop off. That black, yellow, blue, red. You got Doom shooting Thor right on the front. So I don't know where his hammer... he's complaining about his hammer being separated from him, but I don't think Doom's going to keep his hammer from him. I had to read this one. It's Trapped on Doom's Land. Alright, 172 is another $5 early bronze Thor. Great action cover. Look at this. The interiors on these books are so amazing too. And I like this. Check this out. It's got a shot of Jane Foster down there at the bottom. And it's such a beautiful shot of her too. So that Kirby artwork is amazing. So that's issue 172. And then look at this cover. 161. Paid $5 for this one. Shall of God prevail. You have that green God guy. I got to read some of these stories. I don't know all the characters, but just amazing. Galactus. And then there's that green God guy again. Issue 164. This is kind of like a sleeper issue for me because I saw it at first. I was like, oh, that's ugly. And then I don't know what it was. When I got it home, I was transfixed by it. And then I started going page by page in this book. And this is probably one of my favorite books that I ended up picking up that day. Especially for not just how the cover grew on me in such a short period of time, but how awesome the inside is too. So that's 164. That was a $5 pickup. This one's in really good condition. Next up, and this is the last Thor I picked up, I believe. It's issue 162. Galactus cover. Another nice looking book. I love that pose on Galactus there. It's another good Kirby cover. Alright, so I did get some modern books in the 50% off haul. And one of the runs I got, this was amazing to me because they had just got this collection in from someone that had this run. And I was able to pretty much snatch it as soon as it came in. So 50% off, I got Gotham City Sirens. I never really knew anything about this and haven't looked inside of these yet, but these are pretty cool. Covers are amazing on these. This one here is issue number 4. So I got that for $5. I got issue number 5 for $5. As you can see, is $9.99 price tag there. And I got issue 6. This one was $4. Awesome Poison Ivy cover. I got issue 9. That's cool. That was $4. Issue 10. This one was $4. Issue 11. This one was $4. Issue 12. This was $4. That's awesome. Issue 13, this one was $3. I didn't really like this cover. Issue 14, I like this one though. That one was $3. That's a great smile on Harley too. Check that out. And then the last one I got from this run was issue 15. And that one was $3. I was really happy to find this. This was I think this was the only X-Men book I picked up. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful condition. X-Men number 53, as you can see there. They had $14.99 on this. Because this was a wall book, this one was 30% off, so it cost me about $11. So I was so happy about this book. I thought that was a great deal for $11. So happy about that one. And then I was going to show you this. I ripped out, I don't know if you saw this last video, but I got this really cheap Marvel 2-in-1 with Thanos. And so I ripped it out. I was going to cut it out and because I don't care about the CGC, PGX stuff, but when I got to the inside, it has this rigid, really cool hard plastic coating, so I just kept it in there. I just like it. I don't like this big plastic thing, but this is kind of cool, so I think I'm going to cut it here so I can slide the book in and out of it. Man, if they made some kind of sleeve that was like this, that was this semi-hard stuff, you could slide a book in and then maybe make a title or print out something at the top that, you know, told about your own comics. Not that you were slabbing your own comics, but you had something that was this rigid and this cool, and this would fit nicely into boxes, I think. So Yeah, at any rate, just thought I'd show you that. I actually have a CGC book that I'm going to crack out, but I'll save that for next time. All right, a few more modern books and maybe a couple others that I picked up. I've been putting this Villains run together, and this one here is The Scarecrow. That one cost me $4, and these are 3D. This one was really cool. This one's Poison Ivy, 3D cover, $4. Picked up the Man Bat cover. That one cost me $3. And then this was really cool. This one only cost me $2.50, but it's the Black Mana. And man, this cover really pops, especially with that blue oceany type color behind it. And you got the knife and all the blood going through the water, and Aquaman floating away there. That's pretty cool. But $2.50, man, I thought that was a deal. Stumbled upon this in one of the boxes. Batman Eternal, the New 52 issue 1, high grade. You know, it's a near mint copy. They had $5 on it, so I got that for $2.50. Again, I was just trolling around. I had a lot of time. Usually, I'm kind of in a rush. I need to be like 3 places at once, but Saturday at the 50% off sale, I kind of had time to dig around. So I was digging in some Spider-Man stuff, and I saw this, and it's Spectacular Spider-Man 1. I think it's a Ramos cover, and it's the Hunger Part 1, so I was kind of stoked about that. Really cool looking comic. It cost me $1.50. And then kind of mixed in amongst stuff where this shouldn't have even been was a Dreadstar #1. Cost me $2. I've seen this around, and I actually like the color and the fight scene on the cover, so $2 was a no-brainer for this for me. Real high grade. And then this is a beautiful book. Didn't buy much Batman. You know, I've been focused on the Marvel Silver Age, but this is Detective Comics 429. Beautiful cover. This one cost me $1.50. And corners are sharp as can be. I really like the condition on this one. I thought I got a steal on it for $1.50. Now this one's crunchy. This cost me $2.25, but I love that real old silver detective stuff, and I get it anytime I can in this grade. And this is issue 314. It's got the big white whale on it, and it's called Murder in Movie Land. The bat boat and all that stuff's really cool. So $2.25. Let's see what do we got here. This is some Bronze Iron Man. This one cost me $1. Just a filler. It's just a lower grade, issue 91. And then another filler is $1.50. Bronze 20 center Daredevil, issue 88. It's actually a really cool cover, but this has severe tanning on it. And when these books look like this, it's really normally brittle pages inside as well. So I didn't mess with this one too much yet. Pay a little bit more for this one. Knocked number 94 off of my list. And this is a beautiful bordered book. You got Black Widow and Daredevil on the cover there. And it's indestructible, man. And then I always troll the what if stuff, because there's a few what if books I always want to pick up if I see them. And I came across this one for $2, and it only cost me $1. I paid 50% of that. So, and that's the what if Punisher had killed Spider-Man. I actually didn't have this one yet, so nice grade. Really iconic looking homage to the first appearance of Punisher. So that was cool. Here's another good buy. This was $1, and this is a really nice graded Jimmy Olsen. It's a 15 center, number 126. I like the color that he's on the moon, and you got, you know, the moon walks had just happened at these times, so you know the space was real popular in the early 70s. I remember going to Ohio to the museums with all the capsules and stuff, and seeing stuff like this up close in person, being captivated as a kid by it. So comics like this must have really captured the fascination of people when they saw them on the stands, and I thought that was a really cool cover. I believe it's a Neil Adams cover. Not 100% sure, but it's a really cool cover regardless. For $1. And then next up, I'd never seen these before, but I saw them in someone's video, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm kind of intrigued by that. So I picked up Batman Incorporated. I don't know if this is a variant or not. I don't think so. And this was $2.50, real high grade. And then I looked for issue 8. It seemed to be the issue to get, but all they had was second and third print of that. So I picked both of those up. Pretty cool looking cover. Someone will put in the comments what the significance of this is. I don't know if it's a first appearance of something or someone or storyline or whatever, but Grant Morrison, you know, obviously always popular. And so yeah, second and third print. Those cost me $2.50 for the second printing and $4 for the third printing, the black cover. All right, next up is my half price books and eBay haul. So what happened here was I had these coupons for half price books, and so there was 2 sales going on. You had coupons that would give you a specific percentage, either 40 or 50% off of an item, and then you had a coupon that you could use if you were with someone. They could just, even if they weren't on the mailing list, they could get 40% off. It was kind of a crazy weekend, so we ran up there. And so about half of the comics I got for 40% off, which is unbelievable when you see what's in here. For me, it's only a few comics, but some really good stuff to me. And then the hardcover books, I got 40%, 40%, and then 50% on one, which is just amazing that it was there. It's a book I've always wanted, so to find it there was awesome. First up, I saw this. I know this is not worth anything, but I just loved that Joker cover. And that's Robin 2, number 1. It's got to be like a 90s thing, miniseries type comic with the hologram on there, but I like the Joker in the straitjacket. It's really cool. And then, so that was $1.99. It's probably one I got for 40% off because I know some of the stuff I got for 99 cents. So next up, I have a copy of this already. I don't think this is worth that much, maybe a few bucks or whatever, but I noticed that in a lot of people's ads or videos, they have it with this paper on it. And mine doesn't. Mine has this ripped off, so I decided to get this. I saw it there. They had $1.99 on it. I had the 40% off. I think this one I got 40% off too, so it was just over $1. And then next up, this was marked 99 cents, and I love this cover. This book came out in 1989. I saw it in someone's video, and they said it was perhaps the first movie homage cover, so I don't know. Maybe it was. Came out a long time ago. But looks like The Exorcist. So really cool book. Next up, there was a major run of Silver Surfer in one of the bins there. And I literally went to the 40s and grabbed the issues I like. So I got issue 45 for 99 cents. And this is probably a fine copy. This one had a little bit of issues with it. And then I picked up 46 for 99 cents. I like that Warlock cover. And then, boom, 99 cents. This thing's nice. I was stoked with the condition, and I couldn't believe it was 99 cents. I knew it was going to be there because every issue was there. It was like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and it was all the way up, so I just went there. There was a couple issues missing in the 30s that I would have grabbed if they were there, but I just had a feeling this one was going to be there, and I was stoked. I think it's my third or fourth copy. I've gotten them all really nice. And then I saw this, and I recognized it immediately as a J. Scott Campbell cover, and they had it at $1.49. I snatched it right up, and I was stoked about it. I mean, that's beautiful, but it was very familiar to me. And what I was going to show you is, lo and behold, I had already made a purchase on eBay. Check this out. I'm going to show it to you right now, where I picked a perfect condition up on that same book. And then check this book out. How awesome is that? So I got that, which is 601. So it's 607. I've got 2 copies, 601. And then this is issue 50. It says 491 and 50. And that's another Campbell cover that I really liked. So, man, I don't think I had many covers by him at all. And now, in like 2 days, I picked up 4. That was just awesome. So stoked about that. And then the last comic I think I got at Half Price Books was this Booster Gold number 5. It's in phenomenal condition, and it's kind of got that Killing Joke Joker on the cover. I don't think it's worth anything, but I've had that on my list for a while to get if I saw it. So $1.50. This was an eBay pickup. This cost me $6. Super nice Iron Man number 100. It did get dinged up in the corner during shipping. This did not have that in the pictures that I bid on, and I've contacted the seller. It must have got messed up. It wasn't packaged very well, and I think it slid down between the packaging he put in there because the board that it came with too was dinged up. So, but definitely love having that book. It's so beautiful. And then I picked this up, issue 130 Thor. It's a really nice copy, and I have this already, but this was a definite upgrade for like $5. So grabbed that. Was at Borders Books, and everybody's been pulling these at Borders, so I went and looked. They had like a dozen copies there, so this book ain't hard to find, people. Just go to the bookstore. I picked up 2 copies. So the first day I went to Half Price Books, I used 40% off coupon on this. So I got this for I guess this was about $8, $7 or $8. And it's pretty cool. It's the first 50 covers of The Walking Dead, and it's never been opened, so I have that to look forward to. I know some of those covers were so phenomenal. Just I've never had access to the books myself. All right, while I was at Borders, I was there for something else, but I saw this for sale there. It was on sale half off for $14, so I picked it up. And what it is it's Batman the War Years. And it's literally like hundreds of pages of Batman comics from the 30s and 40s. And also has representations of covers. And I think it's Roy Thomas does all the narrative in here. And every 30 or 40 pages, there's some kind of writing where he talks about what's going on and the history of the books, and there's some more of it, how it, related to the times. I love the old Joker stuff. It's so great to get it in this big format as well. And how iconic is that, huh? And it goes all the way back to the beginning. I love that cover right there. And then, of course, that. So I was happy about that. Really cheap pickup. Lots of fun in that. But the buy I've been most happy about was this was my 50% off pickup at Half Price Books. They had $14.99 on it. I got this book for $7.50. It's the Marvel Masterworks Amazing Spider-Man. It's got issue 1 to 10. It also has Amazing Fantasy 15 in it. And this is not a cheap book, even on eBay, even at Half Price Books. I've seen them in the Bay Area where they have these out for like $75 to $100, and I even saw some Masterworks books that they had out for like $150, $180. Probably some of the shorter print ones. This one was printed, I'm sure, in droves, but man, what a pickup for $7! I can't even believe it. I saw this there, and I honestly stopped and couldn't believe it. I got so excited. I've wanted this for a while and just haven't sought one out on eBay to buy it, and finding it in the wild like that at a Half Price Books was just phenomenal to me. So, such a good, well spent $7. So, well, at any rate, I'm super tired, so I'm sorry if I rambled a little bit. I wanted to get this video out. I am headed to Denver tomorrow. So I'll be in Denver for a few days, and I completely anticipate that I'm going to try to make my way over to the Jason Street store at Mile High again, to the big warehouse store, and have some fun. I spent 3 hours there last time I was in Denver, but they were remodeling at the time. So this time, everything I've seen videos, it looks phenomenal in there, and I can't wait. So peace out, Detroit Madman. Have fun, guys.